everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be learning about formation of MgCl2 magnesium chloride. Magnesium is a metal and the atomic number of magnesium is 12. That is 12. If I distribute the electrons in the respective orbits or shell, so K, L and M. So K shell accommodates maximum of 2 electrons, L shell 8. Now the remaining 2 electrons is filled in M shell. Now, if you observe students, M shell is having 2 electrons. So if it loses these 2 electrons, the next shell would be L, which is completely filled with 8 electrons. So obviously magnesium, what it would do is, it would donate these 2 electrons and become stable, because if you look at L shell, it is already having octet configuration. So that's the reason why magnesium, okay, loses 2 electrons. So now let us write the final loss and gain of electrons for magnesium. So magnesium loses 2 electrons. So you should remember that whenever atoms lose electron, they get a plus charge on them. And whenever atoms gain electrons, they get minus charge. So now here Mg282, okay, now becomes 2, 8 plus 2 electrons. So I hope it's clear, okay? So Mg, magnesium, having a configuration 282, now after losing 2 electrons becomes 28 plus 2 electron. Now similarly, let's write for chlorine. So chlorine, we know atomic number 17. And if I distribute electrons in K, L and M shell, 2 electrons in K shell, 8 electrons in L, so the remaining 7 electrons in M shell. Now if you observe M shell carefully, so it's just deficient of 1 electron to gain stability. That is octet configuration. So hence chlorine will gain 1 electron from another atom, okay, which is electropositive, means which is ready to donate electrons. So chlorine will accept electrons from that atom and it will get a charge Cl minus. So now Cl is chlorine atom, Cl minus is chlorine anion. Similarly, Mg is magnesium atom, Mg2 plus becomes magnesium cation. Okay, so whenever atoms gain positive charge, they're called as cation, and whenever atoms gain negative charge, they're called as anion. So now let us also write the configuration below. Chlorine 287, that's the previous one. Now after gaining 1 electron, it becomes 288. So I hope it is clear. Okay, 28, 8. Okay, so now finally let's write down the entire structure of that's electron dot structure of magnesium and chlorine. So magnesium is having 2 electrons, okay, and chlorine is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one chlorine because it's MgCl2. Okay, so MgCl2 is, how is it formed? A combination of 1 magnesium and 2 chlorine. So that's why I'm writing 1 magnesium and 2 chlorine close to magnesium. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now how is it that the bond will be formed? So magnesium is having 2 electrons. So 1 electron will be donating, one of the electron will be donated to chlorine. Similarly, another electron of magnesium will be donated to chlorine. And finally, we write it in this format, Mg2 plus, okay, put that in bracket. And then we have Cl with all its electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, put it in a different bracket because you don't want to, have the same type. It's going to confuse with a 2 as a superscript. Okay, so this is how we are going to write or represent MgCl2. So now here, what's the meaning? Magnesium donates 2 electrons. Okay, so 1 for each chlorine. And that's why here in the end, you're writing it as Cl2. So this is the entire formation of magnesium. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to this class. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.